Welcome to the Beefcake Blog, December 28th. I think it's just after 1400 here. And today we are getting a giant forklift. Hey, that's kind of a tank.
Is he shooting in vertical video, really?
Snapchat.
Oh, he's Snapchat.
He doesn't have a choice.
There you go. Yes, we got a bigger forklift to rent for tomorrow. Yeah, watch it. Yeah. That's how these ramps work.
Look at this. Look at this. What's the capacity on this one?
A lot. I don't know until I look at the
disgusting amount.
There's a label on the thing, but yeah, it'll be a lot. It'll be enough to get the donation off tomorrow. Yeah.
That makes
ours moves just fine as well. Technically, it's just a little wonky, but it'll do it.
I don't think it counts as doing it if two tires are off the ground.
That's why we get a bunch of people on the back of the forklift to help with that.
Propane and propane accessories.
I'll tell you what.
God damn it, Bobby.
This is always fun.
This is where we get the copyright infringement on the block. Oh, that sounds nice and angry.
Yeah, that's alright. So watch the
oh
trailer.
Shit.
Tips up.
Well, that's cool as hell.
That's how they move really heavy things. That's how the shipping container came. That's how you go really fast on them in the trailer. Alright. You run out of the way. Race live. Ready to rock. Welcome to the weird little buddy.
Hey Dan, grab the bay door.
I got.
Never mind, Batman's got a clicker.
I'm not gonna open it until it needs to be. Sorry. Yeah, buddy. It'll make you slide the forks under his car. We'll play musical side shift, but no fork positioner. Hey. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, buddy. Listen to that chug.
It smells delicious. Yeah, buddy.
There we go. What do we got here? Got a GC 70K.
Yeah, that's the lid.
21,700 pounds.
Yeah.
This thing's seen a few paint jobs in its life.
Usually rentals do.
You can tell somebody scuff sand or took a sander to it.
So yeah, thanks to the awesome people at Morrison, they're hooking us up with this for the weekend so we can get the big awesome thing we're getting tomorrow, which you'll get to see tomorrow. So yeah,
Go Morrison,
all the excitement.
you guys rock. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, welcome back to Beefcake Blog. It is 16:05 and we have a new sublimation printer.
We do. The previous sublimation printer decided that it was no longer with us in this world.
Pepperoni. You could print stuff, but you had to be okay with the fact that your prints wouldn't look good.
Yeah, the print had just ate itself in half.
Aha. So this is a sawgrass.
So we were previously rolling the Rico version of this, and this is the Sawgrass. It's the exact same printer, but it's been kitted aftermarket to work as a sublimation printer.
Perfect.
So instead of us doing the work, somebody else did the work, and it's warranted.
Yeah.
Warranties we like.
Yes. And we made the leap into the tabloid size printer.
You got that.
We got an interesting tape job going on there.
That is a really exciting tape job.
Should we use multiple colors?
That would be exciting. I have scissors, Jerry.
Sherry doesn't need scissors.
I think Mackie is trying to escape with them.
Maggie!
Oh, maybe not.
Thousand problems.
Puppy!
Ah, static.
Oh, good to know those aren't anti-static.
I was holding him to a screw at the time, so it's
So this is pretty much the same printer that we had.
just bigger.
Just bigger.
And we have a company we can call if something goes wrong.
That's the thing we also like.
Hopefully the door works better on this one.
Yeah, the
Better,
door
more awesome.
Just every time it's just 5 minutes like
Yes.
What? Why?
Why not?
I feel like the tape was supposed to go over that, not inside of it. Alright. You can roll with that.
Oh, it says a weight warning on it. Caution, over 15 kilograms.
It is substantial.
Why we don't have focus? I can't get focus.
You don't have the other.
Apparently not.
It was just heavy enough that
You don't have to say.
Hey, hey,
Alright, we get a free piece of foam.
Oh boy!
I don't appreciate it when you talk about my Zen.
It was heavy enough where I made sure to ask Dan to hold the door for me, because I didn't want to be the guy who dropped the new, very expensive frames.
That's the guy you don't want to be.
Jerry has self-preservation senses.
Yeah. Well, it's fine carrying the t-shirts by myself, or whatever's in the box.
Paper.
Paper. Right.
That's pretty.
This is the new maximum paper size.
Wow. What do we got? 11 by 17?
But for most things, we'll still use the 8.5 by 11.
Right.
There's no reason to put the big paper in unless you're doing a big print.
You got it.
I have a calibration sheet.
Though, if you wanted to print like
Yeah.
It's weird.
20 Christmas ornaments or
this one
something,
costs
you could
more.
do it on the
They
big paper
calibrate
and
for
then cut it
us.
up.
True.
It's an option. All right. I'm going to leave
USB's on
this
this
in
side.
your competent hands.
No.
Oh no. It's my feet that were confident, not my hands.
Alright.
What do we have going on here?
New sublimation printer.
Yeah.
New sublimation printer.
Expensive sublimation.
There's power over here.
We were just talking about this, but our old sublimation printer just decided it didn't want to live anymore. So
So it didn't.
it gave up. It was tired of
There's
tired of
socket
this.
over here. No, dude, hold this. I
could probably shoot it back over there, right?
have to put that there, put that there. Need that flash drive later.
Careful.
Wowza.
It's a Mac, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
You upgraded them all to solid state hard drives, right?
Oh, of course. Maybe.
He said with heavy sarcasm.
If someone wants to donate, like, a pallet of solid states, I wouldn't complain.
You can set the guy down now.
A pallet of solid states, you said.
Pallet.
An actual pallet.
An actual pallet.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we were clear that it was a pallet that you
Yeah.
were asking for,
Not a
not
box,
just like a
pallet.
box. All a terabyte each, I assume, is what. Okay.
so that
Okay.
Everything will run
Okay.
multiple solid state. We could braid them together.
Why is
Fire alarms will have terabytes.
All the
of
data.
state
All the data.
Linus Tech Tips couldn't get more than a box donated.
We're not Linus Tech Tips, are we?
Linus Tech Tips makes.
We are the Geek Group National Science Institute.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He knows my fault. You do.
Like,
We don't give tech tips, we give the whole iceberg.
Lettuce is mostly water.
True.
Hey, yeah, mine there's 12.
sweet. All right.
Do you want me to unwrap the paper?
Sure.
Is it not on the torrent?
Do you need a knife, mate?
Nah.
Go. I just gotta
Teeth
run
are perfectly suitable.
this little guy down this
Hey, we get instructions.
and pretend that there's a.
Well, congratulations, you.
You know, I've noticed that when you buy expensive things, they console you by putting a congratulations note in whatever you've just purchased.
It's in German, too.
Well, this stuff is like 25 cents a sheet, so.
That'd be a reason.
Yeah.
Beaver paper.
Beaver paper.
That's paper-free beaver.
That's not safe for work, Jerry.
What?
Well, stream just went to PG-13. That happened real quick.
I'm sorry. Your woodland creatures don't need to put out publications.
Yeah, oh yeah,
without
your
the
woodland
rights
creatures, he
panel.
says.
No, they don't. Because they're all dead.
Whoa, dark.
I mean, this ties into the conversation we were having earlier.
Sweet.
People getting lost in malls.
What you got there?
So neat thing about these, the Sawgrass Sublimation packages. You know how normal printers and whatnot, it's like a sponge or something like that. These have basically a Capri Sun pouch inside them.
Stick a straw in that.
Don't stick a straw. No.
It's got a straw. You just gotta put your lips up to it and start sucking out the delicious black ink.
I feel like this is gonna go well.
I mean, we have some cards.
They're doing like the charcoal toothpaste anyway. This can't be much, you know. It's pretty much just very.
It's more expensive than human blood per volume, so you're going to be sinking a lot of money into your toothpaste.
That's all right. That's all right.
And sublimation ink is
No. I need the blue ink, because then I can have Bluetooth.
You can't.
Ah!
So unfortunately, we cannot give you blue ink.
It was a
Cyan.
I don't care.
Is a
I've been waiting the entire time to make a printer-related joke.
You can get cyan tooth, which sounds like a horrible disease.
That does sound like a horrible disease.
Jerry's educational moment. Do you know why, if you using CMYK color inside a drawing program or whatever, if you set your color to nothing but black, why it doesn't look black?
Because it's putting blue in it?
Nope.
Because it's not.
Because CMYK is based off of printing. In the world of inks, you pretty much can't make an actual black ink. That's the reason why Vanta Black is this big, impressive thing. Pigments are hard to make black. It's hard to get things to absorb all the light.
Oh, okay.
So, actual black ink isn't actually that black. It's actually sort of has this sort of grayish blue tone to it.
Gotcha.
So, printers have what they call rich black, which is like 100% black or around 98% black, and like 76 cyan, 76 yada yada yada. Yes, cyan.
Cyan.
That
The
comes-
Cyans are attacking!
That comes up
car.
as what looks like pure, like an RGB 000
Okay.
inside of software, because that's, you know, what it's going to look like in the real world. So,
Then there's the CMY color space where you don't even get black. That's an option. Are you driver? Oh, it's already. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Do we need the drivers?
Came with this pretty little pink flash drive. We're going to plug in the
That's good. I like how companies
That
are starting
we
to
were
send
going to
flash
plug.
drives and not CDs anymore. That's nice.
Well, it's reached the point where CDs and DVDs are annoying enough that no one wants to use them, and most devices probably don't come with one. And flash drives have gotten cheap enough. And
The consumers have put their foot down.
Yeah.
Enough. No more CDs.
so actually, you know, people at home and VJ and everyone will recognize this flash drive. This is like the most generic flash drive in the world. This is
Buy the baker's dozen.
yeah, you can order them in packs of like 100 for maybe $100.
Yeah, you can also get them customized really cheaply too.
Yep.
You can just dye stuff right on those.
All right, we are loading ink. I gotta
Coughs
find
of black
out
cloud.
which one of these I don't need.
I plugged it in, this one.
Okay, well then I have one that I don't need for the old printer because I don't have anywhere to plug in my flash drive.
Well, you should have thought of that. You don't need the keyboard, just copy it. That works.
Sweet.
It's making noises.
It's priming the pump.
It's dancing.
Oh, so when me and Funky were taking apart the old one, we learned there's like little prime pumps like they have on lawnmower engines that use to pump up the ink if it's not doing its job right.
Sounds about right.
Is this why Funky got ankle over his leg?
No, Funky did that because he decided he was going to take apart the
Head.
the heads by taking off the tanks that hold it on.
That's bad things.
That sounds like a good idea. What do you
These
mean?
things are interesting because they're like they have two tanks. They have the one that holds all your ink, and ones that are directly above the head. The ones that are directly above the head hold about as much ink as your standard printer, which is kind of impressive when you think about just how much liquid this thing goes through. All right.
So what makes the ink in this printer different?
So this ink, one is water-based. Two uses a special pigment, which we're going to have VJ log in, so we can actually do uninstall drivers. It's a special pigment that, when heated to 400 degrees, it will actually sublimate. Sublimation, for those who haven't taken a chemistry course in the past 20 years, is when solids go, you go straight from a solid to a gas. Similar to evaporation, where you go from liquid to a gas. What makes this so impressive is the fact that since you're able to, once it reaches that temperature, make it gasify, it can soak into things. This gas is actually, besides being able to turn into the gas, is able to soak into polyester-based materials. Which is great because polyester is really abundant, really cheap, and you're able to put it onto basically anything.
Like thumb printers.
So this allows us to print off an image and go straight to a coffee mug, a little hardboard tile,
T-shirt.
t-shirt, what have you.
As long as it's polyester.
The next step up from what we're doing is a process in which you're actually taking rolls of polyester fabric and directly printing and heating them. So you're just printing out this, big giant roll of whatever you need. You might remember in the early 2000s, these really shiny polyester t-shirts with all like these fancy cool like dragons and whatnot became popular. Yeah, Taylor's making a face.
Don't bring them back. They're dead for a reason.
So those came about because you could just print off this fabric and sew it together. And nowadays, it's actually a thing where you can just print off the two sides of the shirt and sew them together. There's software for doing this. There's people whose entire jobs is, you know, they do this for a living. They, you know, big corporations will get, like, you know, when they do a fun run, they'll just have these custom shirts where it's completely polyester. As Taylor can say, you know, polyester is actually a great material for workout gear.
True. So, fun side note here. I did, in fact, own one of those shirts. And it was here a tiger coming down on this side. And the bottom of this one was a dragon going up on the other side. And just these terrible, terrible flame decals. Just all, it was the worst.
So you were the Dow.
It was bad.
That's also the Snapchat. Documentary as well.
I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone had one of those.
I did not.
I did not even.
Well, everyone who was a kid in the early 2000s and thought, you know, this is fashionable, this will look cool.
That's so exciting to eat dirt. Not caring about fashion.
I'm going to wear this to the school dance. Yeah, bad news.
So, I owned exactly one of them because I got one for my birthday or something like that, and I wore it and was cold the entire day because they do not insulate.
No, they don't.
And when you're in elementary school or high school, but I think middle school I was in, they usually, in the summer, they just crank the AC. At least in North Carolina they do. So I was just freezing cold the entire day, hated myself. Never wore it again.
You know, I've just noticed that you and VJ have like a matching color scheme going today.
Oh, wow.
Did you guys plan this? Is this coordinated?
Well done. I feel left out not wearing green or anything.
Well, no, you gotta wear a gray.
Alright.
It's not cool unless you wear a green and a
Your
gray.
face isn't cool.
So you need to uninstall the old software. Which, oh my, oh, I hate.
This is why you're on Linux.
So, due to this being a MacBook, the first like 100 packages are the Mac versions of Windows drivers. It's great. It's a MacBook.
It's not a MacBook.
Not a MacBook. iMac.
Mac Mini. It's not my Mac either.
It's a Macintosh. Good enough.
It's not that. No, fruit.
Not really.
Oh, did you hear they're going to be releasing the source code for the Apple Lisa OS?
Oh, fun.
Yeah, the Computer History Museum sometime in 2018 they're going to release the source. Pretty exciting. As no one else is excited.
I have no idea what that is.
Just you, BJ.
Aw.
You and four other dudes in the world.
Very fun.
Well, Lisa was the project Apple was working on before the Macintosh. The
But go you guys, do you.
Yes.
The Lisa computer was actually quite revolutionary for its time.
Yeah. If anyone watched the Steve Jobs documentary, or the countless movies that have come out after his death.
He named it after the daughter he couldn't see because he was a shitty dad.
Yeah. That's a pretty good summary of that.
Yikes.
Yeah. He was so focused on making money that he, you know, had a kid with a woman, pretty much abandoned her and walked off.
You didn't name the computer after it.
As any good dad should.
It's good enough. It'll earn real love on it.
Sorry I wasn't in your life. Here, I'll name a computer after you.
This will undo all of my past faults.
What's a computer?
I remember the name of the movie, Moose. It's called The Imitation Game.
Oh, the one with Alan Turing?
Yes.
Played by
The other day I was like super hard trying to remember the name of it and I could not to save my life.
It's a good movie. Man, Alan Turing, father of modern computing in a way.
In a way.
In a way.
In the only way.
Well, there were other previous mathematical models of Turing-type machines.
Yeah, but nobody else defeated the Nazis while they were doing it.
No, But
And
There is no but.
And none of the other ones got chemically castrated by the UK government.
that's true.
Checking all the boxes.
Yep. You gotta love the way, you know, the old government's treated homosexuals.
Oh,
The old
Yikes. And shots have been fired.
What about the?
We're live right now. I don't know if we want to have a political commentary on the current government of the United Kingdom.
Yeah. So Charles Babbage's difference engine. What about that? Does that not count? Because I'm pretty sure that was before Turing.
I don't know.
That's the thought.
You see me standing here with literally 2 iPhones. Do I seem like the kind of guy that would know about machines?
So
It was worth a try.
computer, it would be great if you would do something. I had to restart because we uninstalled a driver.
Oh, now it's never going to start over.
Yeah, now it's just not. It's not.
I would argue that Alan Turing would have been able to figure it out without the
Probably. Like I wouldn't doubt that, but as per order of operations of computing architecture.
Yeah, Charles Babbage just got lucky by being older.
Yeah.
Hand that off for a second.
A small part of me, I know, wants us to just sort of take this and like re-expand the Macintosh volume because all this runs on Mac.
Well, I mean,
He has a point. There's no reason not to run it as a Mac.
yeah.
And the Windows is just constantly eats itself when it's running in parallel.
Alright. Well, we could try that.
We'll do it later. I just want this thing to print.
Don't we all?
Alright.
Oh, it's never going to turn back on.
Brick it. If uninstalling a print driver bricks the software,
Windows has been bricked by worse. Or simpler. It'll break itself if you leave it.
This is a great reason to install Mac on it.
Yeah.
what doesn't it technically already have it installed on it? We just have to tell it to expand back out.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, maybe.
It's supposed to like they won't allow you to run like
Hey.
install Windows directly on it.
Start it normally, because that's going to take 3 hours to start it there.
Really? The Windows repair software is super slow. Ooh. I felt that.
Tired. And Apple is difficult to work with. Trying to figure out how to get graphics into see binding on this thing.